Hello dear friends, Paul Arakelyan here. I wanted to talk to you today on Monday. First of all, wish you a happy Monday and wish you a prosperous week. And wanted to discuss with you some retirement solutions. I think that it's very important for everyone to know about some options and at least to know how they can supplement their retirement. And why did I choose that topic right now? Because I was just speaking with a client of mine who's had a retirement supplement plan with me since December of 2014. And what she decided to do is to put away some money every month, and significant amount, about $1,400 a month, and do that until her age 65. Well, that's something that some people earning six-figure incomes would probably be putting into their 401ks or other types of retirement plans, or maybe in an IRA, SEP IRA or something like that. But what I decided to do for her was something that had a little bit more bells and whistles, so a little bit more benefits to it, not just typical, IRA and get a tax write-off, but then you got to pay, or a Roth IRA, you don't get a tax write-off, but you don't get to pay taxes at the end. So what I did for her was I built a policy that's paid off at age 65. It's a guaranteed plan, doesn't have anything to do with the stock markets, any kind of indexes or mutual funds or any of the above. And this contract, basically how it works is it provides her $1 million of life insurance right up front. So it starts at $1 million of life insurance. The payments that she's made now, it's been about 2.5 years now that she's had this contract. In the first 2 years, the policy is supposed to just cover the cost of insurance and not really build any savings. Was just talking to her, we just checked her policy, and she's got $18,800 of cash value in the policy that she can take out in 3 days. See, if she had $18,000 of equity in her home and she wanted to take it out, it will probably take her a month to go through a loan approval process and appraisals and this and that before she can qualify. Well, with this, she doesn't have to explain anything to anybody. She just calls and says, I need my $18,000. We'll send it to her in a matter of 3 to 5 business days. But what she has here that's absolutely unique, and I would like to explain this very carefully to all of my friends, about a protection that's not afforded anywhere else. It's called a disability waiver. So what she can do with this plan is, even if she was disabled, she could still have that $1,400 every month going into her plan and paying for her life insurance and continue it without her being able to pay for it. So she will have this thing for free, and she will be building the same amount of savings as if she was paying for this. Now, this is really, really amazing, guys. But people don't talk about these kinds of things. You know why? Because it's so much easier for an advisor to just say, just buy cheap term, the cheapest term, $1 million for a 40-year-old would be like, I don't know, $45 a month or something, and that's it. You don't need to explain anything else. And nowadays, that's what Google and everything else is swamped with, information like that. The cheapest term you can get your hands on. You know what? That's a good thing to have if you have temporary needs, but those needs, financial needs, are not temporary, guys. Financial needs keep growing. Everybody seems to talk about inflation, about the future value of the dollar and everything else, but they all keep forgetting that their needs for having protection, having life insurance, having coverage for estate taxes, having coverage for future reverse mortgages or whatever, is going to be there. But you think that the banks really care if you have coverage or not? They will just come and offer you this reverse mortgage, the best thing since sliced bread. But you know what? At some point, they end up owning your property. But if you're helpless, that's all you can do. Well, with her retirement solution, what I've done is, at age 65, this lady will start collecting $70,000 a year in income. $70,000 a year income from her life insurance policy. And she will get that until age 80. For 15 years, she will have collected over $1 million from her policy as a retirement supplement. Okay, that's not going to hurt anything else. If she has other sources of income, doesn't make any difference. And she will still have well over $1 million of life insurance left to go to her beneficiaries after age 80. Okay, So what that will do is make sure that she has adequate amount of income. Maybe 70,000 won't be enough to live on, but it's a hell of a lot better than $2,600 Social Security benefit, right? That if she was to work 35 years, pay the highest tax bracket, that's what the government's going to pay you, Social Security wise. $70,000, close to $6,000 a month, is a lot better than $2,600 a month. So she will have this. It's not going to bother her from getting her Social Security benefits, and it certainly is not going to disturb any other kind of things planning that she does. But it's going to help her accomplish that same dream, even if she became disabled tomorrow and she couldn't work for the rest of her life, all the way to age 65. She wasn't working. She wasn't paying any kind of taxes. She's not going to have any accumulation tax credits, for her Social Security, obviously, if she didn't work. If she had a 401k, she had an IRA, she had whatever she had, she would probably stop funding it if she became disabled. How would she fund it, right? She's not working. There's no money going to her 401k. There's no matching. There's none of the above. But she could do that with this plan that she has in place. So she was just, what she told me? She called me and she said, look, every time I talk to some friends, they're saying, what kind of plan is that? Well, it's not the mainstream plan, because the mainstream plan is built by the people who at some point decide to take most of the biggest chunk of your wealth and leave you the least amount of money possible for you to be dependent all the time from the system. And what does the system promise you? $2,600 maximum. That's all you're going to live off of. Well, this here lady is paying $1,400 a month. Nowadays, a lot of people are paying that in a car payment, a lease, that after 3 years they don't own it. What kind of mentality is this, guys? Where in the world are we going? Where has the mainstream media, so-called advisors or whatever, have taken us? People are paying this kind of money. After 3 years, they have nothing to count for. Okay, they don't have the car, they don't have any of the above. It's a timeshare property. It's a timeshare vehicle. So they get that car to somebody else again. Same thing they'll do with your home. And if you're not smart enough, and if you don't have any life insurance at some point at your retirement, and they do offer you a reverse mortgage, and you fall for it just because you have no other way to survive, guess what? They're going to own your property too. Not your kids, because the kids are not going to be able to pay off your debt. If they did, why would you even go and ask for it, right? If your kids could give you $5,000 a month to live off of at retirement to supplement you, why would you go ask for money from the bank? So if you want to maintain everything, even in case of disability, this is the plan. You guys got to call me, set up an appointment, come by the office, and learn how you can do some retirement planning. Not everybody's going to pay $1,400 a month. But if you're earning $150,000, $200,000, $300,000 a year of income, or more than that, you got to put some money. All of my clients that have come to this office and sat down with me and went through things, and their eyes opened up, they had those wow moments, and they start thinking, well, you're right. I mean, if I get there with my 401k, I'm going to pay this much in taxes. Well, what if, some of the money is lost in the markets and whatever, as it always does, right? There's always, new Bernie Madoffs or other things that happen, and they wipe out the market. Guess whose money that is? Your retirement money, guys. So we have none of that. And there's protection in case, even if you're disabled. If you're disabled, you can't earn income. If you can't earn income, you can't go deposit it into your savings, guys. Now, we will do that for you. We will do that for you. So this is the most comprehensive plan to cover all the angles and to make sure that you have adequate protection. But you've got to have a time and sit down and understand what this is. This is not sold by your amateurs out there who are just offering life insurance, trying to make white paper black and write whatever on it, and have no accountability for it, and 2-3 years down the road they're not even in this industry. This is done by professionals. So you got to deal with professionals. Give us a call, set up an appointment. There's a number on your screen. Set up an appointment, come by the office, and learn how you can do this. There's some people that I have, some good friends that I go smoke cigars with at the cigar lounge, and these are guys that have put $1 million into the plan per year, $1 million, and they have built significant amount of tax-free wealth that is giving them income. And you know what? When you can do it and when you can afford it, or for some people we've done where we've taken out a big chunk of money and put it into an annuity and used the annuity to pay for their life insurance and build the cash value over there as well. I mean, there's so much good planning for your retirement solutions, for your retirement supplementing. Definitely give me a call. But besides retirement, you're going to have life insurance right away, and you're going to have disability protection right away. Give us a call, set up an appointment, come by the office, and talk to me about your future, about your retirement, and about your current needs as well. You know, we can supplement a ton of life insurance to make sure that your mortgages, your liabilities, your obligations, everything that you have is covered. Give us a call, come by the office. And also, if you're an advisor, if you're a life insurance agent, Legacy Partners is hiring. We have a great salary and a bonus program. So why don't you come out and learn about the options, about the types of contracts and everything else. And I think that if you're a fit for the company, you will definitely love what we have to offer. Thank you very, very much for your time. I hope to connect with you soon.